everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's really lovely to be here exchanging energies with you. So today's reading is who's coming towards you and why. So this is not love, this is not just limited to love, this reading. It's very broad, so it could be someone that's coming in, maybe you're going to start a business project together, or maybe you're going to work together, or maybe it's a member from your soul tribe, or someone that you've had past lives with, or a mentor, or someone that's going to teach you a lot. It could literally be anything. It could even be like a karmic person who's going to come and teach you a lesson. It's very, very open, so it doesn't just have to be love, but we will be finding out a lot of information about the person themselves, so we'll go into the goodie jar for that. And then we're going to look at like why they're coming in, what's the purpose, what are you guys going to do together, that type of thing. So it'll definitely be like a flowy reading. I haven't sort of pulled out any specific decks or anything. I'm just going to go with the flow and we'll see what's coming towards you guys, or who rather. So we have the pile selections in front of us here. Group 1 have the fluorite. Group 2 have the citrine. Seriously, my favourite type of crystals are just the raw pieces. There's something so beautiful about the raw pieces, I reckon. And group 3 have the rose quartz. So if you do feel drawn to more than one pile, it could be because there's more than one person coming towards you for very different reasons. So you're more than welcome to watch either one or two, or even all three if you feel called to all three. There could be definitely that many people coming towards you for all sorts of reasons, or perhaps there's more than one person coming for the same reason. Who knows? Maybe it's a group link up. But take a moment, take as long as you need. In fact, pause it if you need to. Feel which crystal is intuitively pulling you in the most, and I will see you over in your reading. If you want to jump ahead, you can check out the timestamps below and scroll through to the time listed and you'll find your pile. Hi Group 1 and welcome to your reading. So we are going to take a look at who's coming towards you and why, sort of what the purpose of them coming in is, anything you might need to know, that type of thing. But first we're going to start with who this person is directly. So we're going to find out things like initials, zodiac signs, various other hints and messages that might tell us a little bit about why they're coming in, and even like their personality traits and their physical traits to help you recognize them when they do come. All right, so give me a minute to mix them together and we'll pull out some traits of this person. So who's coming towards Group 1? Who's coming towards Group 1 and why? Who's coming towards Group 1 and why? Okay, that should be enough. See how we go. Looks like it. I'll just check the floor, make sure none fell down, because I can't see behind the bowl when I do that. It's such a big bowl because there's so much stuff in there now. Okay, so we don't have very many signs coming through, but we'll go with them first. So first we've got the 11th house. So this is the sign of Aquarius, but here we also have community, tribe, and soul connections and aspirations. So this person that's coming in for you guys, Group 1, could definitely be a part of your soul tribe. They could share very similar values with you and have very similar aspirations. They could become a significant member of your community and be someone that you work towards a mutual goal with. We also have Pisces coming through. So that's intuitive, adaptable, compassion, and transcendent. So it could, like I said, with the soul tribe thing, it could definitely be someone that you have some sort of intuitive connection with, or that you have some sort of spiritual path to walk with. Obviously, of course, Aquarius and Pisces could be significant zodiac signs of this person. And we also have Mars, initiative and action, desire and aggression. So this, I do feel like this is some sort of connection where you are going to work on something together. You're going to be taking initiative, taking action on a similar a similar value or a similar belief, some sort of shared idea or shared project or shared vision. And then Mars also represents Aries and Scorpio energy. So Aries and Scorpio could be interesting, could be important. Okay, so we'll go to initials next. We've got W, T, P, O, K, S, and K again. So this person could have, their first and last name could start with the same letters, or they could have a double letter somewhere in their name. So it doesn't have to be K. They could have like a double E or a double L or a double S, any double letter. Otherwise it could be, first and last name start with the same letters. Doesn't have to be K. And we've also got F here. All right, so we're going to look at the yellow ones next. So this person has short hair for some of you. If the only hairstyle that comes out is short, then we can assume that for everybody it's short hair. So whether it's a female or a male, it's short for that gender. We have physical touch. So I suppose because this isn't really a, we don't know if this is love yet, but this person's love language could be physical touch. Or perhaps there is it could represent the physical side of what you're going to be carrying out together, where like you're both investing in the same thing physically, like growing a project or growing a business or something. That's kind of how I'm seeing that. But obviously if it ends up being something totally romantic, then we can assume that there'll be a bit of physical touch involved. We've got the Storm card here. So this person's probably weathered some storms in their life, which has maybe given them some experience, or they could be weathering a storm at the moment, or maybe when you connect with them. We have hands and touch coming out again. So if this is a spiritual path that some of you are carrying out, I feel like this is like something that you're doing with your hands, whether it's like Reiki, massage, energy healing, something that you're doing with your hands, Tai Chi, you could just be doing some sort of work with your hands. But again, it could represent that creating something together, you know, like you're physically building something from the ground up. We have fresh. So something about this person's style is quite fresh and like up to date. So they kind of dress quite modern. So like even if they're a bit older, they kind of like, they just look fresh and well kept. At whatever age they are, they just look fresh and well kept, you know, clean, fresh, that type of thing. Short or shorter. So they're either just short for maybe their gender, or they are, obviously I don't mean to keep bringing gender up, but it's just the easiest way for me to describe how the intention behind the card. So either short for their gender or shorter than you. We have the sun. I always like it when the sun comes out with the storm, because it does mean that if this person's been going through a storm, they're now seeing the light of day. It's like the sun's come out and they've evolved and now they're shining. So we have mature. So this person, even though they're a little bit more like mature and their style is a bit more mature, it's like I said, it's like up to date. So you know how like up to date for a 20-year-old would look very different to up to date for, you know, a 30-year-old. It just means that like they have a mature style. So it's like appropriate for their age, but it's still stylish and like trendy. teeth. So this person has nice teeth. They could have a nice smile. Acts of service. So I do feel like that could be their love language, or they could just do a lot for you to show their appreciation, even if it's not on like a romantic level. So 4 cups. So they have refilled their cup and they're doing very well, this person now. So I do kind of get the vibe that you guys are going to be doing some type of like spiritual path where you're like helping other people, or it could be someone that kind of comes in and helps you, like some sort of mentor, or just someone that you're just working closely with to create something, to build something. That's what I'm getting so far. So we have the Storm again. In the blue cards, it's more the season, so winter. So this person, it might be winter time that this person kind of comes in, or you start to connect with this person, or you meet this person. And we've also got summer. So, okay, it could be a representation of the fact that, there's like evolution and the sun coming out after a storm. Again, but otherwise for some of you, summer's important, which we're in summer right now. So it could be very soon, or next summer, or then it could be winter. We have divine timing. So something about this is very divine. It's very, very protected and supported. So whatever you're doing, it's in alignment with the divine. This is definitely a soulmate or a member of your soul tribe. And we have the community card. So I do feel like this is more of like a soul tribe member, as opposed to like a romantic interest. And you could even meet through a shared community, or you could build a community together, perhaps even. We'll go into more detail with the tarot, but that's what we're getting with our little message cards so far. So I'm going to have another quick drink of water. All right, I think I might start with this oracle deck here. Okay, so for group 1, why is this person entering group 1's life? What is the purpose of them coming in to group 1's life? So we do have patience coming in, but in the imagery, I'm very drawn to the fact that there's a seed being planted, and something is being manifested into reality here. So I do feel like, this person coming in is so that you guys can plant a seed and bring something to fruition, something that you both would like to create and see happen in your reality. And it will be something that you both nurture and grow together. I think it'll bring about a lot of transformation for the both of you. But I think it's going to also cultivate a lot of patience within you, because it's something that you're going to have to be patient for. Or it could even be something that you've been patient for already, and now it's going to start to come to fruition. Because if you've been imagining some sort of seed that you're wanting to plant, perhaps the universe knows that this is something that's going to be easier to bring about in a partnership with somebody. So like as a team. So if 2 people are manifesting something, the chances of it coming to fruition are just like magnified, sorry. So maybe the universe knows that like you and this person share the same morals, share the same values. You may have had past lives together, and maybe this is something that you need to do together. And so the universe is bringing you guys together to make it kind of actually come into reality, because at the moment it seems hypothetical. This person's eyes are closed and it seems like it's all an idea, and soon it will manifest into real life. Why is this person coming into group one's life, please? So we have number 8, trapped in fear. So this person's going to come in and help you. So yeah, again, this could be something that maybe alone you have kind of placed limits on yourself, or struggled to believe that you can actually achieve what you're wanting to achieve. But then when this person comes in and it becomes a joint venture, maybe it helps you break free of all of that fear and all of those limitations that you've placed on yourself, because you have that support from another person. You have, you know, someone teaming up with you on it. It's not just you in it alone. You know, sometimes all we need is that support. New beginnings. So the world is at your feet. Is that the saying? The world's at your feet, the world's at your doorstep. So you guys are going to embark on a new beginning together. It could be some type of spiritual journey, or it could even start as some type of spiritual journey, or even a leap of faith. But it is something that's going to lead to you feeling on top of the world. And I do feel like, you know, it's a very aligned new beginning, and it's going to bring, like I said, a lot of transformation. But it's definitely a brand new journey, something very different to what you guys have done before. And we have number 6, harmony. So I do feel like, again, that's that message of this. It's the number 6, which can be linked to the Lovers card. But the Lovers card doesn't just represent romantic love, even though like the Lovers, the name of the card can be a little bit misleading, because it doesn't just resonate to the lovers in a romantic way. It can also represent like soul tribe, soulmates, people that you've shared past lives with, people that you were destined to connect with in this time to create something. And you guys are here to create harmony. You know how I was drawn to the hands before with these coming out? I said, I feel like you're going to do something with your hands. Well, you can see here that when their hands join, there's this glow, this green glow around their hands. So there is some sort of like healing element to what you do, whether it's healing other people, healing each other, inspiring a community, creating harmony within the community, something to sort of like lift the earth's frequency. So this is definitely all divinely orchestrated, and I feel like you're definitely going to be creating something together. On the bottom of the deck, we have movement, choices, and decisions. So I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of movement. It's going to lead to a lot of choices and a lot of decisions being made. Potentially it's like maybe when you begin, you're still working somewhere else, or you're still doing something else. And then it's like, okay, is it time to leave this behind and invest here? Just sort of new pathways, new opportunities, new decisions to be made. Excuse me, a lot of energy moving through at the moment. So I just feel like that's representing like a lot of new energy coming into your life as a result of kind of the two of you kind of connecting, and underneath that is truth and following your truth. And then we've got the heart chakra too. So there's so much like healing energy, like see the green glow and then the green glow again. There's a lot of healing energy. So I wouldn't be surprised if something about what you do is like helping people heal their shadows, or heal energy, and like find balance and love and healing and opening their heart chakras. Yeah, healing again under there. Again, healing, moving on. Helping people find their breakthrough. Yeah, recognition and reward and expansion and all that. So there's definitely like a healing element to what you guys are going to do together. And I feel as though yeah, it's going to lead to really good things, new avenues, new opportunities. And it's also going to bring you into alignment with yourself too, because you're following your higher path and like carrying out your mission in this lifetime. All right, so let's see, what else can we perhaps find out? Where do we go next? What can I find out next for the people? Let's look at group one's circumstances / situation when this all kicks off, perhaps. What's group one's circumstances when this connection kicks off? All right, so the Six of Swords in reverse is like you're struggling to move forward from where you are at the moment. So it's like I feel like you were making progress, or like you got so far on your own, but then you were limited by your fear or your limiting beliefs. So your circumstances are like you're feeling a bit stuck or a little bit nervous about sort of progressing to the next level. For the group one circumstances / situation when this connection comes in. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. So this is that manifesting energy that I was getting. It's like you're really manifesting this new beginning and manifesting this opportunity for yourself to create something, or maybe you're just trying to discover exactly like what to do next or where to invest next. It seems like you're in like a very healed, self-loving energy, but just struggling to break out of that fear and just take that next step. You could even be seeking counsel or like advice from someone that you respect on like maybe how to make progress or how to progress further forward. The Two of Swords. So at a bit of a crossroads, again, there's like that stuck energy where you can't see a way forward, but I feel like it's not so much that you can't see a way forward, it's that you're almost refusing to see a way forward because there is that one niggling bit that's holding you back for some reason. Again, Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, stuck, blocked, a lot of blocked energy. And we have the Seven of Swords. What's this Seven of Swords about? I'm hearing shortcuts, like there's no shortcuts. You know, there's no shortcuts to discovering your life purpose or to making it happen. You know, it's a hard journey. It's not meant to be easy, or we'd all be, you know, an embodiment of our higher selves. We would all be spiritual beings who have like mastered manifestation, and we would all be telepathic. We could all read each other's mind. We could all probably do so many things that would shock us, but we we don't know our true selves. And I just feel like there's this energy of just looking for a shortcut. Maybe there's something that you need to face for yourself, which could be linked to these fears that were coming through, or these self-limiting beliefs, because it's almost like you sabotage yourself before you even have a real go, because you have a fear of failure. And maybe you do just need to sort of address that and acknowledge it in order to create momentum or create change. So maybe you need to take a blindfold off to your own self-limiting beliefs or your fears or whatever it is that might be blocking you. And maybe facing up to that is what creates the momentum, and then sort of brings the right person your way to start to see things progress in a very good way, and very quickly too, mind you. All right, so what I might finish with is some spirit animal advice for you guys. So this is like a few little messages of advice for you to take away from the reading, and like it's more to do with sort of like self-care, or what you can do for yourself at the moment, or maybe like to create a shift or to start that progress up again. We'll have a look. All right, so what's group one's advice? What's group one's advice? Look at that, the antelope, new pathways. Consider whether you are happy on your current path. So maybe that's what the denial is. Maybe the denial is like, you know, I'm good where I am. I'm good living this life. This is fine. But it's maybe not fine. Maybe you need more. Maybe you need to follow your destiny, and you need to stop limiting yourself and go create that real happiness. Go on that new path. Go on that new venture that's going to really fulfill you. We've got the squirrel, spiritual maintenance, be your own caretaker. So this is like about, I always think about how squirrels kind of like hoard their food, and it just makes me think about hoarding your energy and being a little bit more selfish with it, not giving it away too freely, you know, having good boundaries, just generally sort of looking after your energy, so looking after your spirit. So what are some things that you can do to sort of rejuvenate your spirit? Maybe just going out and doing things that you like to do, having fun, doing anything that brings you joy, anything creative, any sort of self-care, getting enough rest and nourishment, things like that. But the biggest message I see with that one is being selfish with your energy and not giving it away too freely. Oh, we had the dolphin. Healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. So for some of you, maybe you're not even aware of this gift that you seem to have of healing, like with your hands. But maybe when this person comes in, you discover it. So this could even be someone that you work with who helps you heal these issues and helps you discover your gifts. Because healing wisdom is surfacing. Stop and listen. So you could have a connection to Atlantis, where you lived a lifetime in Atlantis. And you had certain gifts that are going to come back to you and resurface from those times. And that could definitely be where all this healing and heartfelt energy is sort of coming from in the reading that I was picking up. Yes, frog, stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. So you're really going to be stepping into your power and reclaiming it from reclaiming all the pieces of you from other lifetimes where you've sort of lost touch with your gifts. So all of your gifts and your wisdom is going to start coming back to you. You're going to start recognizing your true power, you know, your divine power. And it's really going to be a time where you stop letting life pass you by and you start to really take control and be the main character and create a life that you love to live. Frogs are also very sensitive to their environment. They have to have a very pristine, clean, unpolluted environment to survive. So that's bringing me back to being careful with your energy and not giving it away too freely. Make sure the people are around you. Make sure that the people around you are not toxic and that everyone is a good energy. There's a give and receive, there's balance, there's respect, there's, just make sure you're surrounding yourself with the right people, and then also making sure that your space around you is clean as well, because like clutter and mess and things like that are going to really affect your being. And equally, like making sure that you're saging the space as well to make sure that the unseen in the space is also clean and sort of pure. On the bottom of the deck for that one is the starfish, intuition. Listen to your soul's truth. Think less, feel more. So yeah, your intuition is definitely like awakening or expanding, and it's going to be a real key part of your experience that's upcoming. And the person that you're going to be connecting with is also going to be someone that's very intuitive as well, I feel, and that's going to be something that you guys share together and sort of build upon and grow upon. So this could either be like a mentor type person, but it's definitely someone that you're destined to connect with, or it could be someone that's more of an equal, like, even though everyone's equal, but like, how a mentor would be like a teacher, but it could be someone that you're like an equal with, here to build something with. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Group 1. Thank you very much for watching this reading. I do hope you've enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, you can check out my Instagram details below. I also have a Pisces to Aries transition workshop open where there's a very limited amount of spaces left. So if you're into like, full moon, new moon rituals, group readings and things like that, it's a package that goes over the space of a few weeks, and it's very cheap. It's a minimum donation of $30, but you're welcome to donate what you're comfortable with. But yeah, if you're looking for more information, go to my Instagram details down below or contact me over there if you're interested in a private reading. But for now, this is where I leave you. Take care, guys, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So we are going to dive in and check out who's coming into your life next and why. We're going to get some interesting sort of hints about how you can recognize them, sort of physically, or maybe by zodiac or initials or, characteristics. So we'll dip into the goodie jar first, and then we'll go into some oracle and tarot cards to find a little bit more out about the purpose of the connection, and sort of like your circumstances when they do appear in your life or come into your life. So this is where we're going to begin. So what are some identifiable traits about Group 2's person? Who's coming in and why for Group 2? How many have we got? Enough, it looks like. I'll just check on the floor, make sure nothing fell down. Yep, cool. The bowl is so big that I can't see behind it when I do these. So let's start with zodiac signs. We have the 12th house, secrets, seclusion, healing, closure. The 12th house is Pisces. So this person could be Pisces, or maybe Pisces season, they kind of come in. We have the first house, which is Aries energy. So we have the 12th house and the first house. So maybe there's like an ending and then a new beginning. Or an ending brings this new beginning in, perhaps. But otherwise, Pisces and Aries could be significant there. We have Mars coming out again, so that's double Aries energy. Initiative and action, desire and aggression. We have the Sun, will and self-expression. And we have the North Node, potential. So we have Leo. Leo, it could be significant. We have Aries, we have Scorpio, we have Pisces. Okay. There's definitely a lot of yang energy coming out in these. So I feel like there's something that you're going to do together, like some sort of something you do together, you know, like some sort of outward energy that you direct into something. And I feel like this is representing the potential of the two of you as well. So this sort of partnership, friendship, whatever it is, it has a lot of potential. Quite interesting energy coming through there, I'm not going to lie. I do feel like so far, I do pick up an energy of maybe like, you know, truth coming out or something, but we'll keep going and sort of see what else we can find. So we're going to initials now. We have a Q, probably one of the rarest. B, M, I. Not going to be able to really see those, are you? We have V. We have H. We have G. And we have V again. So their first and last name could start with the same letter. It doesn't have to be V, or they could have a double letter somewhere in their name, double E, double L, double S, etc. We have divine timing. So this is something that's divinely orchestrated in some way. And we have colleague. So this could be someone that you work with. All right, so this person, words of affirmation. So that could be just like a love language, or they might just be someone that is, you know, how would I describe it? Like they're openly affirming towards you, you know, like I'm tripping over my words. They're an encouraging person. We have mature in the quotation marks. That means like their style. So they have a mature style. This person could have blue eyes. They could have hazel eyes. All right, so the paintbrush is a creative. So they're like a creative or an artistic person. They could have red hair. Quality time, that tells me that you're probably going to spend a lot of time together. You know, even if you just work with someone, you're still spending sometimes 9 hours a day with someone. So you're going to spend a lot of time with this person. Unique hair, which definitely matches red because you don't often see a lot of people with red hair around. So if it's a male, there's facial hair, and if it's female, it would be lashes. Like fake lashes is what I mean, by the way. Like I don't just mean they have eyelashes. So I'm not really getting these vibes so far, unless tarot comes out and completely throws me. But I don't know why this needed to come out if it's not that kind of reading. But if it's a male, they have a big eggplant, and if it's a female, they have a big peach. That might just be something that you notice about them. We also have blonde coming out. So for some of you, this person is blonde. We have the full cup. So they are someone who sort of looks after themselves on the inside, as in like they look after their spirit and their energy and their emotional world. They might have like a lot of love to give even. We have the mute, so this could be someone that's generally quite like quiet, quite reserved, or just, yeah, generally quiet. You could definitely have like a list of things that you're going to do together, like a bucket list or like a goal list that you're going to carry out, or like a task list. Like I said, you could work with this person, so you're carrying out tasks together. Oh, we have the empty cup and the full cup. So I don't know if this person maybe helps you fill your cup or teaches you about, you know, keeping your cup full or something. But one of you could be a little bit drained or something when you meet, and then maybe this meeting kind of picks you up again or something like that. I also am seeing two people sitting down at a cafe and both of you have a drink, and one person finishes it like really, really quickly and the other person is like, whoa. So it doesn't even have to be a cafe. It could be an alcoholic beverage too, I'm seeing. So it's like one person drinks it really quickly and one person sits on it for a while, and it's like, wow. So for some of you, that's how you'll identify this person. All right, so let's go into this deck here and find out what the purpose of this connection is that's coming in. Because I'm quite torn at the moment. I feel a subtle energy of attraction and stuff because we have this, and because of this Mars, I'm normally more drawn to the initiative and action side of that card, but for some reason I'm picking up on that desire and that aggression, and like the Scorpio side of things, and it's almost coming across as obsession. So I don't know, maybe if there's two collectives in this pile, or if there is this subtle energy of something else that exists in there too. All right, so what's the purpose of this person coming into Group 2's life, please? What's the purpose of this person coming into Group 2's life? We have material harvest. So this person's going to come in and help you, it seems maybe like, the first thing I heard was like, this is like helping you reap what you sow, helping you get what you deserve. So I don't know if they're going to come in and help you in terms of like your material world and your foundation. They're going to help you with like money decisions and like maybe balancing your material world in terms of like money management and like I don't know, just enlightening you in terms of like looking after your more material world. Like maybe you're a very, for example, you might be a very spiritual being, but then when it comes to like human 3D stuff, like managing your finances and paying bills and like keeping on top of humanly realm things, or the human realm things, responsibilities. I can hardly even talk like a human right now because that's what I'm picking up so hard, is that you're very spiritual, and then when it comes to, it's like you're very enlightened, very connected, very open crown chakra, and you probably have a presence that makes you come across as like really organized and in control, but then it's like your human life is a mess because you struggle to keep up with the human side of things. So maybe this person kind of helps you ground and manage your material sort of human world a little bit more. But I also feel like there's like this elevating to the next level type of energy. Maybe someone's helping you just elevate what you do to the next level. So there is very much like a material connection here that I feel like is about growth and stability and expansion in terms of the material world. Why is this person coming into Group 2's life? What's the purpose? All right, so you will embark on a new journey together of some kind. Before I pulled this card, I was noting in my mind that this was a 9, and that's like coming to the end of a chapter, and then we have a new chapter. So they are going to help you maybe close a chapter of either like struggle or just being overwhelmed by your material world, and perhaps start a fresh new cycle where there is I don't know, more freedom, more comfortability or something. Yeah, so there is like this overcoming a period of like either conflict or defeat, or just feeling like overwhelmed and like you're just struggling, and it seems to be like financially. So like even if you're earning money and you're doing like reasonably well, or like it's like you earn enough, but it's like you don't have much to show for it because the management side of things is potentially not quite where it needs to be. So this could be someone that comes in and helps you just manage your money and manage your material world a lot better, and to stop you feeling like you're constantly struggling and constantly going backwards, or constantly just like, I don't know, feeling constantly challenged by this side of your life. So there's the Ace of Swords type of energy, that new beginning, that triumphant success. So this person helps you create a more successful new cycle. So this is definitely something where you overcome the conflict and overcome the defeat, and not restart, but like start a new cycle that's more successful, one where you're more in control, and one that brings you more reward and victory. All right, bottom of the deck is number 4, authority. So yeah, this person's going to help you. I feel like, yeah, get a better grip on your material world. Like, especially if you're someone who's like creating your own business or something, this could be someone that comes in and just helps you manage it and teaches you how to, I don't know, control it, or I don't know, they help you get into like a more solid position, a more powerful position. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing there. So, and then again, like if you look over here, this crown chakra glow, it's all at the crown, and it's just, glowing really, really bright, and his eyes are closed, and he's like, very, very open and giving. And then here, he's like more in control. His arms are closed. He has boundaries. His crown is not so overactive. It's like, it's receptive and open, but it's not like, he's grounded and he's present. His eyes are open. He's here. He's with us. He's present. So I feel like it's kind of balancing out your spiritual nature with your human nature. And that's what this person's going to help you do too. They're going to ground you and help you find more stability in the real world, I think. All right, so we'll get some cards about your situation, sort of when this person comes in. this could also be someone that, like, maybe it's not necessarily the reason that they come in is purely to help you get into a better position, but maybe what you do together just consequently puts you in a better position. So if it's like a joint project or something, it's like it earns you a lot of money and then it puts you in a better position. Or like, hopefully you kind of understand what I'm getting at there. It's like, even if it's indirectly, something about you connecting with this person helps you get more stability, more control, and feel more, I guess, in your power is the kind of the energy that's coming through. So what are group two's circumstances when this person sort of enters their life? What's group two's circumstances when this person enters their life? This is bending. I don't like how it's shuffling. So we have the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. It's like you're trying very hard to get that stability and that independence and, to have that comfortable life where you can afford the nice things and you have enough, you're comfortable. The Nine of Pentacles is like, can be someone that's sort of single, they may even be a single parent, and all they want is just to be comfortable. They want to have all their bills paid, everything covered, and then they want to have a little bit to spend and enjoy life with. So that's the position you're at when they come in, is that you're trying to take charge, you're trying to step up, you're trying to reclaim your power, you're trying to build your empire. You could be running your own business already and just trying to kind of see it grow. But I do feel like you're very materially driven when this person comes in. Like, I don't feel like, the sun. I don't feel like you're like out here looking for love or out here in your feelings or being driven by fulfillment. Like, I feel like you're very money driven and just driven by, the material world. So maybe, I don't know if you equate your happiness to having a good material life. I mean, it does definitely make things a lot easier. And like, personally, I feel like as long as your ego's in check and you're like, you can chase money as long as you're doing what you love and doing what makes you happy. If you're doing what you love and doing what makes you happy, the money will follow anyway. But sometimes when you're chasing money versus chasing a dream, it doesn't necessarily lead to all that abundance and that happiness. It can lead to someone who's very like narcissistic or very controlled by money, very easily manipulated by money. Like, it can end up kind of going against you if you take it too far. So this is about kind of like doing what you love, doing what makes you happy, and then allowing the abundance to follow because of the high frequency that you're in and because of the joy that you're experiencing in every day. So actually, I also see this as some of you have just left a job behind because your view has switched, where you aren't chasing the money and now you're trying to start something and create something with what makes you happy. So you could be taking charge in the sense you've just left a workplace or a job behind and you're following a dream, following what makes you happy, and potentially maybe it's financially, it could be slow to start with and you could be in like a bit of a slow phase. What's going on here? All right, so we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. Let me just get one more. Five of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse and Five of Wands in reverse. So you seem to be Knight of Swords in the reverse. I do strongly feel like some of you have like sort of come to the realization that you weren't living life through your heart space, and you were like conflicting your values and conflicting your morals, perhaps for a job that you weren't emotionally invested in. And you've come to realize that, and you're at a transitionary point in your life where you're trying to find what makes you happy and create something out of what makes you happy. You're trying to follow your heart, but you're also trying to, like the Emperor, like you're trying to create something sustainable and something that's going to keep you solid, something that's going to support your circumstances and your basic needs, your basic living requirements. I did feel like I wanted to check that bottom one, and it is the Devil in reverse. Yeah, and then the Hierophant. So what that's saying to me is that this is about not compromising your values for ego-based things, such as like, being rich or being super attractive or looking a certain way. It's about releasing your attachment to the material world and aligning with your values and your higher self, staying true to self, aligning with your higher self, aligning with your purpose, committing to your personal experience and your personal journey in this life and doing what you came here to do. The Hierophant can also represent like institutions and like teachers. So I do pick up that energy again of this person helping you when it comes to your material world and kind of helping you maybe organize it a little bit better, or just giving you like some solid financial advice of some kind. That just comes up really strongly again. So yeah, thought I'd point it out. So we're going to get now some Spirit Animal Wisdom cards. So this is just some advice for you, what you need to do for yourself at the moment. I heard rest, so some of you may need to get some rest. But we'll see what the cards have to say. What does group 2 need to do at the moment for themselves? This is the same part of the reading as last time when in the last group, when I got to this part and I was talking about what they need to do for themselves, I had all this energy start to move around in my belly, and I got like the hiccups and like a little bit sort of burpy. So yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of energy within you that needs to be cleared. But here we have the Phoenix, empower. Fire activations, I'm going to start that again. Fire activations bring creative and spiritual freedom. So I do feel like this is kind of you kind of empowering yourself and like following your journey, creating that creative and spiritual freedom for yourself by, following your heart and doing what really makes you happy. We create freedom when we are doing those things, because we could be working 24 hours a day, but if it's something that we love to do, it doesn't even feel like work. It's freeing, So not that I suggest that you go and work 24 hours a day, like that's ridiculous, but just trying to prove a point, But yeah, I feel like also granting yourself the freedom to be creative and to be spiritual. That's definitely going to help you. But also because of these activations, we had that message before of being very much like very open in the crown chakra, maybe a little bit too open. So maybe this is also telling you to counter all of that by getting really grounded and really present every day as well, to try to make sure that you're integrating these changes that are coming through these fire activations. We have the tiger, divine timing, good things come to those who wait. And we had divine timing come out up here. So that's double clarification that this is all very divinely orchestrated, this next person that's coming through for you. Good things come to those who wait. So if there's, for some reason, you've been waiting a while for this. Oh my gosh, you got the unicorn and the phoenix. Those are two of like the biggest cards in this deck. They're both like really about like ascension and DNA activations and upgrades and, you know, really kind of like awakening to your potential. And that's another thing you had is potential up here. Yeah, so something about this person coming in, you just go on this ascension. Like they help you ascend in many ways. They help you awaken to your potential in many ways. We have the eagle. Your ancestors are holding space for you to heal your past. So potentially as you're like ascending and you're going through these like awakening, ascension, upgrade type experiences, I suppose you could call them, you may kind of experience a bit of like a release or a purge where, because all of this new energy is coming in, all of the old energy that's not really serving you in any way needs to be cleared out. So any emotions that have been stored and not released are going to sort of come up, or maybe you're going to have some physical releases where old energy is just sort of coming out and making way for the new energies that are going to come in. And during those times, it's very important to get a lot of rest, but it's also very important to actually sit with yourself, connect, and sort of listen to what's coming up and feel your way through it. Don't just ignore it, because your ancestors are holding space for you to really heal this, because by healing this about yourself, you'll heal, you know, your entire bloodline before you, and they're very supportive of that. So yeah, try not to ignore what's coming up and really sit with it. Yeah, this is going to help you really step into your full light. This is the bear, you are the light. It is safe to fully step into your light. So this clearing is definitely going to lead you into a more grounded and stable, secure self, I suppose. And it's just going to help you kind of, I don't know, I guess get one step. Oh, you guys definitely need to rest. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, and I'm even thinking about a bear and like hibernation, how they go and sleep for ages. So it's funny that I yawned right with the bear. You guys definitely need to make sure that you're prioritizing your basic needs like rest, water, all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like it's really going to help you integrate everything that's going on for you and really help you step fully into your light, not just step half into it. So rest is very, very important. All right, group 2, I'm going to leave you here. I do have a workshop available at the moment. It's a Pisces to Aries season transition, because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac cycle. It's like a bit of like an ending / new beginning period. So it's a really good workshop. A lot of stuff is involved, and it's very cheap. It's run on a donation basis of a minimum donation of $30. But there's a couple of group readings. It's a very intimate setting. A couple of group readings, so there's a new moon and a full moon ritual. But yeah, if you want to check more out about that, go over to my Instagram. That's also where you need to go if you want to book a private reading with me. So check the details out in the description box. But yeah, this is where I leave you. So take care, guys. Stay safe, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. We're going to dive into who's coming into your life next and why they might be coming in. So you guys chose the rose quartz here. So we'll pop her up here and we'll jump into your reading. So we're going to start with the goodie jar, and we're going to get some identifiable traits of this person. So for group 3, What are some of the identifiable traits of the person coming into their life, and why? How many have we got? We'll keep going a little bit more. Okay, that should do it. Any on the floor? No. Okay. All right, now that I've pulled them all here, I'm like, wow, there's more than I realized, but that's all right. All right, so first out we have Uranus energy, which means that Aquarius could be a significant zodiac sign in this collective. I'll come back to that if anything else comes through with it as well. Okay, so here we've got the 7th house, which is Libra, and this is all about partnerships, relationships, marriage, and commitments. So we could finally be at the love pile, because we haven't really had much sort of love coming through. So we could be here now, but obviously it does have partnerships and commitments there as well, and they can be various different things. But yeah, could be a possibility. We'll see how we go. We have Virgo as a sign coming through. We've got Mars, so Aries and Scorpio. We've got Earth energy present, so they could be a very like grounded, earthy presence, even if they're not an Earth sign. We've got Sagittarius energy. I think I just said Sagittarius. I meant to say Sagittarius. I don't know why I said Sagittarius. That was weird. We've got Capricorn there. So we have Virgo and Capricorn and Earth. So maybe there is quite heavy Earth in the birth chart. We have Taurus. So we have all the Earth signs, which makes sense as to why we've got Earth there. So we have Taurus as well. And we have the North Node potential. So there is a potential to be reached with this person. I can see that much. We do have some Venusian energy flowing through the reading. So I do feel a bit of a romantic side here, at least for some of you. But I also equally see opportunities and ambition and accomplishments. So so far I'm kind of seeing a couple of different things. So the reading will play out quite interestingly. So we'll go to initials next. We've got H, B, V. V has been coming out a lot. We've got X. Oh, so I don't know if for some of you this person is an ex or it's an existing person in your life. We've got G. G again. So they could start, their first and last initials for somebody could start with the same letter, or they could have the double initial in their name somewhere, and it doesn't have to be a G. So it could be like double E, double S, double L, whatever. We've got the letter M. We've got the letter K. We've got the letter E. Another H. So double letters are very heavily present in this reading. All right, that's all the initials. I just thought of something that I was going to say too. Oh yeah, linking me back to the ex, where I was saying it could be an ex or someone that you used to know or someone that's existing in your life already. Because I had that Scorpio energy coming up and it was giving me that kind of rebirth energy, there definitely could be an ex for one person at least, maybe. What did we go into next last time? I can't remember, but we're going to go blue. Oh, we have cheers. So there could be either drinks involved, or maybe you meet them or run into them while you're out having drinks or celebrating something, or you guys will do something worth celebrating together. So there's a couple of things that I can see there. Oh, we do have the surprise. So you could run into each other unexpectedly, definitely. Like an unplanned run-in or unplanned, acquaintance. So you could already know this person. They could already be in your life somehow, or they could have been in the past and they could be resurfacing, or you could even meet them through an acquaintance. So I don't know, you could be out celebrating a birthday or something, and then you get introduced like out of nowhere to this person. That's definitely a possibility for those of you that doesn't resonate with it being an ex. Okay, we have the sunglasses. So this does kind of confirm to me that it's like you've either been in each other's area at the same time, or they know of you, or like they follow your social media, or like somehow they have eyes on you, but in a way that you don't realize. But it's not intended to be like a stalker. It's more like I don't know, say you go to the same coffee shop every day and this person's always there and they always see you, but you don't really notice them, or like they follow your social media so they can watch you on there, but you might not really like realize. It's that kind of energy. It's not meant to be like a toxic or harmful energy. It just means that it's like they're kind of like unseen, but they are aware of you. That's probably the best way to say it. Friend. So this could be a friend in the past, a friend at present, or again, there's that message of being introduced through a friend. But I do feel like that's why this person's sort of like unseen, even though they know of you, is because maybe they're just like in the community, like they know your friends, or you know their friends, or like whatever the case. But yeah. Oh yeah, I just said community. So there's like a shared community, or like you frequent the same places, or hang with the same people, or something like that. You maybe have a mutual friend or something along those lines. But they're definitely aware of you and they have been checking you out, or you have a history together of some kind. Oh, lots of energy. Chest. So this person has a nice chest, or what you would consider a nice chest. We have the star. So the star could mean that they are like a public figure, or like they like inspire people to a certain extent of some kind of like, they could be, so they could be in the public eye, they could have like a social media presence, or like they have like a following, or like they inspire people in some way. That's what the star is meant to be. All right, so this person could be someone that it's almost like when it comes to life, they have like a checklist of things they want to do and what order they want to do them in, and they like stick to that. That's what I'm getting with that. We have short or shorter, so they're either shorter than you, or they're just short for, their gender, regardless of gender. All right, we do have the snake, which can represent that. So for some of you, if this is an ex, this could mean that in the past there was like things being kept from you, or some sneaky behavior going on. Or if this is someone that you don't know, I feel like what's hidden or what's sneaky is the fact that they like check you out, or they admire you without sort of letting you know it. We have fresh, so they have like a fresh style, whether they're like 18 or 80, just even if it's for their age, they keep themselves like up to date with fashion, like they dress well for their age. We have hands touch, so they either have nice hands or like a really nice touch that you can't really compare to anything else. We have the fast forward, so they're someone who keeps very busy. They're often like moving on from one plan to the next, like they've always got stuff going on. They commit themselves to lots. They could be someone that's like a bit extroverted, like they like to be out and about, socializing, meeting people, connecting, and that really like sort of fuels them. They could have an outside the box way of thinking or being in some type of way that's very unique. We have acts of service, so they express their affection or their appreciation through acts of service. Oh, we have the wedding ring or the engagement ring. So this definitely for some of you is romantic, and it could be someone that you end up marrying or committing yourself to. We have lips, so this person has really nice lips. This person has a really nice jawline as well. And even like when the body parts come out, sometimes there could be things that they like about you as well, if you already know this. So just keep that in mind. We have green eyes, so someone could have green eyes. And physical touch. So this person also expresses their affection and appreciation through physical touch. All right, so they're all of our hints that are coming through. Next, we will go into some oracle cards, and we're going to look into the purpose of this connection or this person coming into your life. Maybe the surprise, like maybe what comes as a surprise is the fact that this person has been like, you know, watching you or admiring you or thinking about connecting with you for a long time, and then they just finally do it, and when they tell you, you're like, oh, what? Like you're kind of shocked. It's like you didn't even know. All right, so what's the purpose of this person coming into group 3's life, please? Triumphant success. So this is a new beginning. It's a number 1. So they want to come in and have a beginning with you. And for some reason, I hear this time I want it to be triumphant. So I do feel like a lot of you have a history with this person and things didn't work out, or you lost touch, or you disconnected for some reason. But now they want to come back through and have a new beginning that is successful this time. They actually want it to like go the distance. We have spiritual strength. So part of the purpose of this person coming in, it could be sort of like to help you expand and to help you grow spiritually. But I see that as also you have a very spiritual bond, or you're very spiritually or energetically bound to this person, and you're stronger together than you are apart. So I feel like, you know, the divine wants you to come together because of that exact reason. Movement, choices, decisions. So the purpose of this could be to create, you know, movement, choices, decisions, and to open up new pathways which are going to lead to those decisions. So it could be kind of like, you know, the two of you come together and then all these different pathways open up, and it's about deciding where to go from there and how to move forward. We have number 5, wisdom. So I feel like there's a lot to learn together. There's a lot to teach each other. I don't feel like it just goes one way. And I also feel like there's been a lot of wisdom gained and a lot of expansion while you guys have been apart. So, you know, even if for some of you this doesn't have to be an ex, but for some of you it is, or someone that you used to be friends with even, just someone that you used to connect with that you haven't connected with in a while. It does seem like someone's coming back. But if it doesn't resonate that way, just it doesn't have to. Just think about it as someone coming in. But yeah, I feel like you've both gained a lot of wisdom. You've both really transformed. And it's like now, you know, the new beginning is kind of like there's space for it now. It's aligned now. On the bottom we have partnerships and alliances. So I do feel like it's where you're going to really come together and unite, join forces, be a team. And then the sacral under there is kind of telling me that there's like, oh look, and harmonies under that, and spiritual unions under that, and the throat chakra, and the heart chakra. Passion ignited. Wow. Mental conflict, love. Dude, holy macaroni. I was going to say this feels more like passion than creativity, and I feel like it's telling you that it's not, even though you might be creative together and you could do creative things together, I was like, it feels like what it's trying to say is that even though it's a team, like a team thing, like where you come together and you form an alliance and you work as a team, there's passion there as well and attraction. And then I feel like this is coming out to say, you know, and love and union. Like it's not just a friendship based partnership, like this is love, it's a spiritual union. You know, the communication is going to be nice and clear, maybe clearing things up from the past and healing, overcoming that in order to get that new passionate beginning, because I don't read this deck in reversals. But yeah, to kind of start that fresh new cycle, that new passionate cycle. All right, so last but not least, oh no, not last but not least, actually, we've got two more things to do, but second last but not least, we're going to tarot and we're going to look at your personal circumstances when this person kind of like re-enters your life or comes into your life. These cards. Why you keep doing this to me? Alright, we'll just do a quick shuffle before we begin. Alright, so what are Group 3's circumstances or their situation when this all comes together, when this person comes back in? Page of Swords in reverse. You could have like blocked them, or you could just be just completely disconnected, no contact, no nothing when it does happen. The Star in reverse almost tells me it comes at a time, so you may for a long time have held hope for this, and then it comes at a time where you just completely start to lose all of that hope and become, it's almost like you start to reach this point of like acceptance and be like, well, maybe this wasn't what I thought it was, or maybe this isn't for me. And it's like you just sort of let it go or like surrender a little bit, because it seems like it comes at a time when like all hope is lost for you. But I don't feel like that necessarily means like all hope is lost in your entire life. I feel like it means more all hope's lost in this connection on your side of things. Because it seems like it's like at a complete disconnect. It hasn't been watered for a long time. Yeah, you've been by yourself for a long time, really focused on your material world, gaining your independence, focusing on, you know, taking care of the home, the kids, whatever it looks like for you, working hard and trying to get sort of financial and material security around you. Really working on your independence. We have the Hanged Man in the reverse position, and it's also coming over wisdom. So there's like some sort of enlightenment. We'll see what card comes out next and see if it helps me figure out what that enlightenment might be, because it's a new perspective, it's a shift in perspective. We've got a few out, so maybe this is going to help me explain. This looks like it's explaining, I'm almost seeing it as like a destined or spiritual union that didn't work out because someone had self-esteem or self-worth issues that they needed to go away and work on and heal. And then the Six of Cups finishes that off as like the reconnection. So maybe the enlightenment came when this person went off and kind of went on their personal journey, you know, their personal quest to self. They had to like reassess all their values and their morals and their beliefs. They had to, you know, reassess the way they view themselves. They had to work on loving themselves and their self-worth, and they had to go away and really recover and rejuvenate and like heal all their issues in order to come back and to be able to offer something that is worthy of you. So maybe the enlightenment is more the other person. Or we could even look at this as maybe last time you connected, you weren't following your spiritual path. And so the divine kind of pulled the distractions away in order to realign you with what matters the most and realign you with your destined path and what you're supposed to be doing. Sort of reconnected you to your purpose, which kind of maybe helped create a shift in your own mentality and your own perception. All right, so what are Group 3's circumstances when this person comes into their life? 8 of Wands in reverse. And the King of Cups in reverse. On the bottom there. The 8 of Wands in reverse, it could just be like the lines of communication have been blocked, or it could be that you're feeling a little bit blocked. Because in reverse, the 8 of Wands is like delays, frustration, blockages. The King of Cups in reverse is a bit of like, you know, blockages, but more emotional blockages. So maybe it's like an enlightenment. Maybe you reach a point of enlightenment as to, yeah, because we were kind of talking about how, was that your group? Yeah, you're kind of reaching a point of like letting go and just focusing on your material world. And then maybe, no, I've completely lost what I was going to say. So maybe I was getting off track and maybe that happened on purpose. I could just hear a clock ticking and I don't even have a clock. So I don't know if someone watching this that has like a really loud clock in the room or like in your vicinity and it's maybe annoying you, or maybe it will now that I've alerted you to it. It could also happen at a time when you reach a point of enlightenment as to why it couldn't work before, or maybe why you had to face those delays and that frustration. That's something else I'm seeing. But we'll go to the final part now of the reading and we'll get some advice for you. So this is like just personal advice that you can take away from this reading and do some of this stuff for yourself. So what's Group 3's advice, please? What can they do for themselves? We have the monkey, inner child, don't take life too seriously. So yeah, the monkey is, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Don't take life too seriously, inner child. It's all about play and having fun and experiencing joy. It's about embracing your inner child. So whether you go and you climb a tree, or you explore nature, or you draw a picture, or play with your kids if you have kids, just doing things that cultivate fun and joy and just make you feel happy, not taking life so seriously all the time. We have the elephant, grounding. Ground your energies and emotions deep into the earth. So you could need to get outside and put your feet in the earth and really just sort of set the intention of releasing the energy that's not serving you into the earth, and really kind of like just letting go of all that excess energy that you may have been holding on to recently. We have the frog, stepping into your power. Don't take a back seat in your story. It's time to step up. So I feel like this is sort of like a message about not letting life pass you by and really taking control of the narrative and actually writing or co-creating your story rather than just letting your story unfold. So really kind of making it a story that you want to read, I guess. And then the frogs can only survive in very clean, unpolluted environments. So maybe cleansing your space, whether that's decluttering or like sage cleansing or both, and making sure that there's no toxic energies or toxic people or toxic situations taking your power away from you. Excuse me. We have the fox, shadow work. There are no shadows without light. So shadow work could be something that you maybe need to do, or I feel like it could be something that you were doing and you needed to do to bring this to fruition. So take that as it resonates, but it seems like there's something within that you need to address because it hasn't been brought to light yet. Oh, excuse me. And on the bottom of the deck, the giraffe, the bigger picture. Take a step back and gather your thoughts and feelings. So maybe just sort of, it kind of validates what I said before about how you maybe reached a point of enlightenment about why this couldn't work out, and that's from sort of taking a step back and detaching a little bit, to see the higher perspective, to see the bigger picture. And maybe with these two cards, maybe your emotions are trying to tell you something. So if you're being triggered in any way and you have certain more negative emotions or more low vibe emotions being triggered within you, I feel like there's a bigger picture behind it and it's pointing out some shadow work. So it's like, okay, step back. Okay, yeah, I feel this way, and it's because of this, but why? Why do I feel like that? What's this triggering that's making me so uncomfortable? So it's like it's triggering a past wound, and then this is alerting you to sort of the core issue and what you need to treat, rather than just addressing the symptom or the surface level manifestation, I suppose you could say. All right, guys, so this is where I'm going to leave you. Thank you very much for watching. I do have a workshop that's got a very few limited amount of spaces left, and on my Instagram you'll find out all the information. But basically we're coming to the end of a 12-month astrological cycle, and we're stepping into a new one when Aries season begins. So it's all about sort of leaving everything behind to step into a brand new cycle, nice and fresh and cleared and ready to go. There's moon ceremonies, there's group readings, there's group cleansings, there's heaps of stuff, and it's all for a minimum donation of $30 minimum. So you get to choose the amount as long as it's at least that. But it's only an intimate group, so there's not that many spots remaining, so you will need to get in quick. But that's also where you would need to go if you want a private reading with me. So my Instagram details are in the description box below. But that's where I'll leave you guys. Take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.